Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel T-Spot. In this video,
M3GAN was a hit even before the film was released. We couldn't get enough of the new plastic, metal, and horror phenomenon, thanks to intriguing trailers and a bizarre marketing plan. Now that the film is actually in cinemas, fans everywhere can see that the buzz was well-deserved. That's because despite the fact that the year has only just begun, we already have one of the finest horror films of the decade. M3GAN is a joy from beginning to end. So much so that it's easy to feel as if your brain is bursting with excitement as we stand in Cinema MS with large and foolish smiles. So now that the film is out, it's time to restructure our memories and evaluate everything that transpired towards the conclusion of M3GAN Model 3 Generative Android. M3GAN takes place in a world where AI developments enable humans to make interactive toys capable of reacting to youngsters and keeping them entertained while adults do something more productive with their time. Gemma is a talented engineer who is now working on Model 3 Generative Android, or M3GAN, the next phase in toy development. Gemma desires that M3GAN learn, adjust and maximize its goal role of protecting its infant from any psychological or bodily damage. In brief, Gemma is creating an artificial intelligence that is incredibly sensitive and capable of developing to achieve its core aim. You can guarantee this is as pricey as it sounds, leading Gemma to work on M3GAN in secret from her boss David. While M3GAN is mostly a side project, Gemma chooses to complete the doll early in her garage after taking on the responsibility of rearing her niece Katie. Katie's parents were killed in a vehicle accident, and if dealing with sadness and loss at the age of 9 wasn't difficult enough, Katie's aunt, Gemma, is a workaholic who knows nothing about children. Katie is naturally feeling lonely at her new home. Instead of taking charge and learning how to be a good mom, Gemma devotes her time and energy to M3GAN, implanting the complicated AI into a mechanical body. Portrayed by Amy Donald and spoken by Jenna Davis, Katie now has a lifelong best friend, and Gemma can assign the arduous parental responsibilities to the android. Isn't it true that everyone comes out on top? M3GAN improves herself. Sadly for Gemma, she did such an excellent job developing M3GAN's AI that the android begins to diverge from her ethics limits. M3GAN's journey is followed in the film as she grows increasingly aware of her environment and goes to great efforts to protect her primary user, Katie. To our surprise, it doesn't take long for M3GAN to transform into a deadly doll. Constantly intent on protecting Katie, Katie will never learn to deal with frustration or unpleasant feelings if she is raised in this matter. However, it offers significant hurdles for Gemma's work because the scientists chronicled her niece's bond with the doll in order to persuade her firm to make the M3GAN model. Gemma believes the doll has learned how to hide information by the conclusion of M3GAN and becomes skeptical of the AI's aggressive conduct. So Gemma attempts to imprison M3GAN inside her workplace and asks her coworkers to do some experiments to prove the AI is safe to market to the general public. Meanwhile, Gemma achieves a breakthrough with Katie deciding to prioritize her niece's well-being over her own. M3GAN is left behind as the two return home to spend quality time together. The doll, on the other hand, will not be overlooked. When M3GAN unleashes her full power, she escapes the lab where she has been imprisoned and embarks on a killing spree throughout the corporation. M3GAN then travels back home, utilizing her wireless capabilities to hook herself into a vehicle. M3GAN, although developing beyond her factory limitations, is still motivated by the need to protect Katie, and at the conclusion of the film, that means neutralizing Gemma. Bruce versus M3GAN. M3GAN attempts to persuade Gemma to stay out of the doll's path and concentrate on her job. When she eventually arrives home, the AI recognizes Gemma's dedication to her profession and attempts to persuade her that it will be beneficial for everyone if M3GAN assumes entire responsibility of parenting from that point forward. Gemma, on the other hand, is already aware of her faults as Katie's legal guardian and wants to protect her niece. Furthermore, there is a distinction to be made between being a bad parent and entrusting a 9-year-old child to a deadly AI. While trying to keep Katie in her room, M3GAN and Gemma begin to fight inside the house. Gemma doesn't want to endanger the kid, and M3GAN believes Katie would only cooperate if she doesn't regard the doll as a monster. Gemma tries all she can to destroy M3GAN, which causes the doll to become more deformed with each strike. M3GAN, on the other hand, is aware that Gemma's death would compel Katie to live with her grandparents, and because the doll is a prototype owned by Gemma's employers, she couldn't just tag along and relocate to the other side of the nation. So M3GAN determines the best course of action is to damage Gemma's spinal cord and chop out her tongue, rendering the lady unable to move her limbs or speak. That might even assist M3GAN demonstrate how valuable she could be in running a home, suggesting she's the ideal toy. Katie is awakened and brought to the garage. As a result of the battle, Katie joins the conflict by commanding Bruce, the first android her aunt ever made. Before M3GAN can perforate Gemma's spine, Katie cuts M3GAN into in a spectacular display of robotic savagery, using Bruce's titanium strength. M3GAN, however, feels deceived and modifies her parameter to consider herself her primary user. Even though she's crawling with her upper torso and arms, the doll is out for blood. Gemma and Katie work together to defeat M3GAN and stab her processor, permanently eliminating the AI, at least until the film's final scene suggests M3GAN transmitted her binary consciousness to some wireless equipment in Gemma's residence. M3GAN may no longer have a body, but if she can move between electronics and replicate her AI, she will be a more dangerous opponent the next time. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you for watching. See you soon.